A tragedy in Chatham unfolding this week. Today we learned 2 of the 6 victims sent to the hospital following that crash are now out of the hospital.
4 others lost their lives when an SUV drove through the Why Not after school program just before 3:30 that afternoon. No criminal charges have yet been filed. But after learning the driver behind the heartbreaking crash took the lives of 4 children and injured 6 others, once worked for the Illinois State Police, we wanted to know, could that past conviction actually affect the integrity of their investigation?
Our Brianna Moreland spoke with ISP about the impact it could have on the investigation. She joins us live now with more. Brianna?
Marianne Akers, the woman behind the wheel during that tragic crash, spent over a decade working for Illinois State Police as an office associate. So I reached out to Illinois State Police directly and asked, does the past employment present any conflicts or concerns about a role in this investigation? ISP responded with this statement. The driver in this case has not worked for ISP for nearly 7 years, and when she worked for ISP, she had no role in investigations or patrol or any other part of ISP that is involved in this type of investigation. ISP is a large agency and conducts comprehensive and partial investigations regardless of who is involved. I also asked what protocols are in place to ensure objectivity and transparency in cases involving former agency personnel. Any current employee who has a relationship with a former co-worker who is the subject of an investigation would recuse themselves from the investigation. This is standard operating procedure. No current ISP employee conducting this investigation has had any previous work with or history with the driver. And finally, I asked, is ISP considering referring this investigation to an independent agency to avoid any perceived conflict of interest? But ISP maintains that there is no conflict of interest in this particular investigation, and they will be working with the Sangamon County State's Attorney Office on if any charges will be filed. We reached out to the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office to ask if there's any charges will be filed in this case. We have not received a response. Live in Chatham, working for you, I'm Brianna Moreland.
Thanks, Brianna. The cause of the crash remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, we are hearing more about the young victims of Monday's crash.
Okay, thank you. Yay! Here's the Susie, Caroline.
That's 7-year-old Alma trying out sushi. There she is with gymnastics, her bubbly and funny personality, something that so many of her friends we spoke with say they will remember. Alma's family shared these videos and pictures with us. Now, her mother remembers Alma in a statement she shared with us saying, quote, Alma was a ray of sunshine everywhere she went. She was sweet, outgoing, silly, and funny. She loved her friends and family fiercely. She loved playing soccer, basketball, and doing gymnastics. She loved to travel and went to 17 states in her short life, end quote. Now, we have also learned the funeral details of one of the girls who lost her life on Monday. Ainsley Johnson's funeral will be held Friday at noon. A memorial fund has been set up at the United Community Bank in Chatham. A link to the funeral information is now up on our website.
And tonight there will be a vigil at Glenwood High School for students. It will be held at the high school at 7 p.m. It's meant to give a place where students can come together to grieve and find comfort in each other. This follows a community-wide vigil that happened last night.
Another business in Chatham is stepping up to help others in the community show their support. Trendsetters is offering complimentary red bows that residents can hang up on their doors. The owner of the business says it's heartwarming to see all of the support.
We were looking at a way to help out the community, and obviously with being a floral shop, ribbon is kind of our specialty. It's humbling to see how great Chatham rallies around its residents and, is there to support those families.
Now, many other communities across Central Illinois are showing their support for the Chatham community. That includes Auburn High School, which has tied ribbons up in front of the main office.
Tomorrow, athletes from Glenwood will spend time with the community playing games and sports. It will be at the Chatham Community Park. It starts at 10 in the morning. There will be several other community events scheduled throughout the week that community members can attend to support those who have lost loved ones or find support themselves.
A tragedy in Chatham unfolding this week. 4 girls lost their lives when an SUV drove through the building of the Why Not after-school program.
Today, we're learning that 2 of the 6 injured have been released from the hospital.
Studio M, the dance studio that one of the victims, Ainsley, was a student of, posted an update on their Facebook page this morning. It focused on the 2 of the other students who were injured in Monday's crash. Take a look at that post now. This is one of the students was released from the hospital yesterday. They say the other is in good spirits as she recovers from more serious injuries. Meanwhile, we continue to learn more about the lives of the 4 victims from Monday's crash.
Okay, thank you. Yay! Here's the Susie, Caroline.
That's 7-year-old Alma trying out sushi. Her bubbly and funny personality, something that so many of her friends we spoke with say they will remember. Alma's family shared these videos and pictures with us. Her mom remembers Alma saying, quote, "Alma was a ray of sunshine everywhere she went. She was sweet, outgoing, silly, and funny. She loved her friends and family fiercely. She loved playing soccer, basketball, and doing gymnastics. She loved to travel and went to 17 states in her short life," end quote. We have learned the funeral details of one of the girls who lost her life on Monday. Ainsley Johnson's funeral will be held Friday at noon. A memorial fund has been set up at the United Community Bank in Chatham. A link to that funeral information is up on our website.
Illinois Department of Transportation and the Illinois State Police have both confirmed that the person police say was the driver was an employee with them. Illinois State Police say Marianne Akers worked with them for 12 years as an office associate. She resigned in 2018. IDOT says she worked with them as an office associate since 2023. They sent in a statement saying the entire team at the Illinois Department of Transportation is heartbroken over the young lives lost and grieving for all of those affected by Monday's tragedy in Chatham. They go on to say they are supporting law enforcement as the investigation continues. ISP has told us they believe there's no conflict of interest with them leading the investigation. Well, support continues to pour in from across the state and beyond for the grieving community of Chatham.
Our Brianna Moreland spoke with one supporter who traveled all the way from Michigan to be here. She joins us live now. Brianna.
Dan Beasley, the man you see standing with the wooden cross behind me, says he drove 7 hours to stand in solidarity with the Chatham community. He says he's been standing outside for about 8 hours, sharing a message of faith, healing, and hope in the face of heartbreak. Beasley told me he travels the country whenever tragedies like this strike, standing as long as it takes to remind people they're not alone.
He knows everybody here, and the reason that I bring the cross is so that it can bring us back to a center point of healing, and that to wrap our arms around each other so that we know that we're not always going to be here every day.
Beasley says the Chatham community has welcomed him with open arms, and he's felt the appreciation from everyone he's talked to. He tells me he's not sure when he's leaving. It could be tonight. It could be tomorrow. But right now, his heart is here. Live in Chatham, working for you. I'm Brianna Marlin.
Thanks, Brianna. Tonight, there will be a vigil at Glenwood High School for students. It will be held at the high school at 7 p.m. It's meant to give a place where students can come together and grieve and find comfort in each other. This follows a community-wide vigil that happened last night.
Well, community support for Chatham school families has been seen in so many ways, including individuals partnering with Sky Zone to offer time at the trampoline park for kids to just be kids with no charge to parents. Sky Zone opened their doors today for 3 hours so kids could jump and play for free. Organizers say this is a good way to help kids get some time away from the tragedy.
The tragedy in Chatham obviously has got kids staying home, and all of us have kids that are in the Chatham School District or were in the Chatham School District, and we just felt like we needed to get them out of the house.
Several other local businesses are stepping up to help support the Chatham community, including businesses giving out the red ribbons to help others show their support.
They have a 1050 Carver's building. in the building can take children. They're requesting additional.
I need at least 4 ALS ambulances to this location now.
We are continuing our coverage of the tragedy in Chatham. That was a recording of the initial emergency response on Monday.
Today, we learned more about the driver behind the crash. Reports say she once worked for ISP as an office associate. The agency maintains there is no conflict of interest in this particular investigation.
ISP also says they will be working with the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office if any charges will be filed. Now, the community of Chatham joined together again tonight at Glenwood High School football field to honor the lives lost.
Our Spencer Davis joins us now after speaking with the Ball Chatham superintendent. Spencer.
Dr. Becca Lehman expressed her thanks to the community and asked for their continuing support for the students, families, and staff. Tonight's vigil was organized and run by the Glenwood High School Student Council. Dr. Lehman is impressed by their fortitude.
We have amazing students. So this is just one mechanism that demonstrates the power of our student population and how passionate they are about us as a school district and making sure that they are okay as well. So I fully support the efforts that they've put forward.
With students set to return to the classroom on Friday, teachers will be going back a day early. Dr. Lehman says this is to help prepare teachers for what the rest of the school year may bring.
We're providing them training on how to do those community circles with their students when they return on Friday, but also giving them guidance on how to respond to questions that students might have, how to process their own emotions, just countless ways that we're trying to support our staff. We know that it's going to be a bumpy road for them as well.
Dr. Lehman also said the school year will not be extended since the past 2 days and the upcoming day are considered e-learning days. As the community and school district continue to mourn, they urge one another to support each other in their grief. Reporting in studio, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
Thank you, Spencer. You can find more information on our site about ways to show your support for the Chatham community.
Well, support does continue to pour in from across the state and beyond for the Chatham community. Dan Beasley drove 7 hours to stand in solidarity with the Chatham community. He held a large wooden cross outside the Why Not Center and shared a message of faith, healing, and hope in the face of heartbreak.
To stay up to date with the latest information as it becomes available, all you have to do is visit our website, newschannel20.com. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.